up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How's it going?
Welcome to the Rep My Block show. I'm your girl, Kiais, and this is my co-host.
Grandmaster Basemont Star coming at y'all live and direct from a star afar. What y'all doing?
Yeah, buddy. It's a nice day, and there's a lot going on in Texas, especially the Austin area right now.
Yes. South
Got
by
the south.
Southwest
Yeah, and
has been
you're
a
in that
while.
area. Can you tell us how it's been so far out there in that area? Like, how's the traffic been and everything?
Man, so many people, so many people. It's a positive turnout, especially since, the whole city shut down and all that stuff. It's nice to see the bounce back game and just see people from all over the country and sometimes the world. I've met a couple of people from Japan out here for
Really?
South by Southwest. So this is the second week, the entertainment week. So it's a lot of cool setups and stuff out there downtown. So if you headed that into that area, just be prepared for a lot of traffic, a lot of foot traffic and pedestrians out there, and be careful.
That's what's up. Would you say that you think it's more packed than last year? Because I've been hearing different reports that it's not as packed. At least earlier in the week it wasn't. But I don't know about
Uh-uh.
now.
Yeah, the second week tends to be a little bit more people tend to show up for the entertainment week because I mean it's entertainment. I mean
Yeah,
what do you expect? We love to be entertained as people.
right. Okay. Well, because I was like, man, I was like thinking about going to check it out a bit later, but I heard it was gonna rain. But you were saying it hasn't rained yet, so I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
man, I can't stand days like this when the forecast says it's gonna rain all day, but then I do love days like this because like the sun will come out and it'll be like half cloudy, half sunny. But
Hmm.
like it kind of messes up the plans for the day because it's like I thought it was gonna rain all day. I plan to
Yeah,
spend the day inside.
yeah, and there are actually some events for anybody that is in the South by Southwest area. There's a website that DJ Hella Yella put together. He's a really popular DJ. He's actually the most popular DJ in my opinion in Austin. But he did put a website together that has like a list of all the different events. And I'm gonna drop it here in the chat for y'all because man, it's going down out there in a
That-
major way. Let me
That's
see what's the best way to. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put in the chat for you, and then we're actually gonna check out some of the events there
awesome.
because it's a lot going on. But we're also gonna be talking about that TikTok ban a little bit later in the show. So I know some people were interested in that. Okay,
Yeah,
so that
absolutely.
was we just dropped in the chat the South by Southwest events. Um, DJ Hella Yella, shout out to him for putting that
DJ,
list together for everybody.
DJ Hilla.
Oh, shout out to Karutsi Adams watching from Bukaru, Taraba State, Nigeria. That's what's
Hey,
up.
Nigeria, thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
Hey,
All right, let's see if we can check out this.
thank you for tuning your channel.
Really, but
You
yeah, we're gonna check out this site just a second. Wait, let me pull it up real quick.
you tune in to rep
So it
my
actually
blog, huh?
goes because it actually goes to.
I was just watching some content from Kia Senate
Uh
the other
huh.
day. He went to school in Africa for a
Uh,
day, and
who did
oh
again?
my god, Kia, I think is how his name's pronounced, Kaya Kia, Ki,
Okay.
and he went to Africa to Nigeria to go to school for a day, and the kids absolutely loved him. It was such a
Oh,
fun
okay.
video to watch, really.
That's what's up. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna check out this website that has some events on it for South by Southwest for the people that are in that area or still planning to go out there because it's really not too late to go.
Oh,
So we're gonna
so
share
far.
that first.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, and we do actually, we have a long list of things to talk about today. We'll try to keep it kind
Yeah.
of brief because the main one we want to cover is that TikTok ban. supposedly. So, but anyway, here's the let's check out some of these events here.
What they got going on?
All right. So let's put this thing like this. Okay, so we got again. This is put together by DJ Hella Yella. Shout out to him. He's talking about okay, you know that Henny thing. Okay, the Henny thing that we talked about the other week. That's going on today.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, man, I had wanted to see that, but I'm still kind of
Have to check
recovering.
that out.
So y'all,
Oh,
this Henny thing event. What was that? I'm sorry.
they having a twerk contest, drink
Yes,
contest, and unlimited anything. VIP full bar. Nice, man. Make your way out there, bro.
yeah, for sure. It's a really nice event. Tons of food. That's what I'll be going places for the food. I don't know about you, but
Man, yep, I'm right there with you.
oh,
Shit. Point me to
okay.
the kitchen.
And so we're near the end of this list here. So like actually this last four is what's going on right now, like today. But I do want to mention shout out to a few artists that have been out there this week. Common was out there
Nice.
early. Well, actually that was last week. Skepta, Eric Bellinger, and then they had that Freaknik party. Well, it's like a movie party or whatever
Okay.
at Zach Theater. Tizo Touchdown was out there. VZ, Lola Brooke, also had Akon, Key Glock. They just had a concert the other night, Thursday, Party Next Door. And then here in San Antonio, the past two nights was Drake and J. Cole.
Nice.
Flo Millie, Uncle Waffles were out there on Thursday. But tonight, what you want to check out if you go out there is the Sauce Walker, Erica Banks, 600 Breezy. They're going to be out at Soho Lounge. That's a really popular spot. Like, you can't
Yeah.
go wrong if you go there, for real. And I know Hella Yella, I'm not sure if he's DJing that event, but I know he has DJed that event in the past. They got the comedy show with Schuler King.
Ooh.
That's going on through the 17th. And then, of course, Tierra Whack, she's going to be at
Yeah,
Space
Rob.
24.
All right.
So make sure y'all check those out.
Hey,
But
yeah.
yeah, it's going down in Austin.
Tierra Whack, man. She's so dope.
Yeah, she's a really cool artist. I haven't heard much of her music yet, but she's really cool.
Yeah,
Shout
she's
out to
got
Two Fighter Raptor Tune in. What's up?
going on 2-5.
Yes, yes. So we do want to get into what happened last night though, because last night there was some stuff going on with the Freestyle Friday show.
Who won?
The
Who got
winner was Sacrifice, and she is from
wow.
Queens, New York.
New York, New York.
She's
Yo, we get a
y'all. She
chopped cheese.
represented. She represented real well. We actually have her freestyle that we
Awesome.
want to show y'all. So let's check that out.
Let's roll a clip.
Yeah, I'm from Queens, but I'm getting with ratchet. Any bitch wanna smoke, they could catch it. I cannot fuck with no bitches, that's average. Ho, you ain't know I'm a savage. I don't be trusting these niggas, they iffy. I keep the Gucci bag for the blicky. He tried to lie me, that nigga was switchy. I told that boy in the hood, call him Ricky. I'm a beast, your career over, sit down, have a seat. Any bitch thinking they coming for me. I stomped a bitch out, see the size of my feet. Wait, like whoa, her man ain't my ass, I'm sucking my toes. He brought me a Birkin, he brought me new clothes. I'm ghetto, I'm gangsta, I'm ratchet, I know. Queen of the North, what you thought? I'm the best, it's simple. I could be nice, but if you cross me, you could get one in your temple. Him and his mans both got hit him with two, call him dimples. Ran down on me, got hit with three, niggas got popped like a pimple.
Oh,
Yeah,
yo,
she went
the
hard,
punchlines was crucial. Hitting with
right?
the left hook, the right hook, the uppercut. He's gone.
That's what I'm talking about. What I like a lot about her style is she's so laid back. Like she
Yeah,
is like effortlessly. She just spit bar after bar effortlessly, and I love that about her style. Her music is really good too on the streaming platforms. Check that out. She's
Yeah.
definitely an artist to watch out for, y'all. And let's drop her information actually in the comments. Um,
Yeah, I
but
like that
yeah,
part where she says something about like she saw him on one side and the other side call him dimples. I was like, dang,
right.
painting pictures in my brain.
Right, you can only visualize it, man, because it's wild. But yeah, she said she's gonna be in Atlanta for a show. She just came from Atlanta, but she's going back in 2 weeks for a show out there.
Awesome.
So she's traveling. Shout
Yeah,
out
that's
to
dope.
her. And bang, we also got to talk about what's going on with Halle Bailey.
Halle
She,
Berry? I mean Bailey?
Bailey, yeah. She
Bailey?
recently released a new single called "In Your Hands" and is featuring her son, Halo.
Oh,
That she has a son by DDG, the rapper,
yeah.
and so she just released a song to that video. And in the video, she's holding her child, so it's really
Wow.
sweet. The song is more like a ballad. I want to say it's like a straight ballad type song, and
Yeah.
it's definitely something that will be on the radio for a long time on like pop stations and stuff like that.
Awesome. Can
For
we
sure.
play it at all?
Huh?
Can we play it at all? Or I don't know how we can
Nah.
copyrights because
Yeah.
they're hitting us left after right. So,
Yes, it's a particular country. I don't want to name the country, but anyway.
uh-oh.
Um, yeah, but DDG, he actually um earlier this week he was in a confrontation. Well, not really confrontation, but it was like this a blogger that he got mad about because they compared her to ET, and that was really rude. So he
Like
told them
E.
all, cussed them out.
What? Like
Yeah,
E.T. the alien?
yeah, that's so rude. I
Oh,
would, man, I would be like, wait, what's your location?
yo, that's
What's your
mean, yo.
location? I'm gonna pull
I
up.
mean, but obviously she's attractive. So
Oh yeah,
who
she's
is the hater? Who is
yeah.
the hater?
So that was crazy right there, and shout
Yeah,
out to
that's
him
wild.
for basically protecting his woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the comment section be bold.
Oh yeah, real bold.
They
They
be
have no
real bold.
filter in the comment sections at all.
What's Cash Doll up to?
She recently had a birthday. Happy birthday to her.
Happy what
And
up,
she
man?
is expecting a baby.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah. It's gonna be her second child
Congratulations.
with her boyfriend Tracy T.
Oh,
And so they are happy right now. But I was really happy to see that because the way she let everybody know was she made a video on her Instagram. She was like under some covers. She was in
yeah.
that yellow, and she was under some covers, and she just had her hands up with a champagne glass and a cup, but I mean champagne and a champagne glass, as though she's gonna toast to herself for her birthday. But then
Yeah.
she's like, I'm not gonna drink. And then she got up and then she revealed her belly.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But congratulations to her.
Yeah,
Um,
congratulations.
yes.
Oh,
Ooh,
Cardi B. What's
and
Cardi
by the
B?
way, I added some we added some clapping to this.
Oh, we
So
do?
yeah, we have anything we need to clap it or a drum roll. We got the drum roll in here. We got the clapping. Yeah,
Hey, nice.
but Cardi B, man, we got a lot to talk about for her because
Yeah.
she. I'll let you talk about it.
Well, Cardi B has been on a roll, man, including biting into hard ass bagels and losing her teeth. She lost one tooth. Cardi B, from she said she bit into a hard bagel, and just like the crown or something, it just popped out. And I was like, okay, the story goes. I'll believe you. I'll take your word for it. You know,
Yeah, and we got a clip of that actually. We don't have a clip of the bagel,
action.
not the bagel
Yeah.
action.
Like, how
But,
hard was this bagel? Sheesh.
right. But let's check out this my mixtapes clip. Shout out to them for the missing veneer that she had.
Uh,
How you doing, mother? Man.
She crazy.
Yo, she's so goofy. I love it. That's fun.
Yeah, same.
She's
And I
having
like
fun
how
with
she
it.
did it at the end of the song, because she just released her new album. I mean, new song for
Yeah.
well, everybody was calling it Miami, but the actual song name was. We just had it up. What's the name of the song?
What was the
It's
name of the song?
oh, let's put it up again.
It's not. It's
The
not
name
like.
of the song is Enough. The name of the song is
Oh,
Enough.
okay.
Yeah.
Enough.
Everybody
Okay.
was
Yeah, I
calling
see
it
it.
Miami, and she changed it
Uh,
to Enough parentheses Miami.
oh yeah, we were talking about that last week where we were saying she was gonna keep it as what the fans wanted was Miami. Well, I
Yeah,
guess, you know she had to think of a title that really fulfilled the song. That made it feel enough.
yeah. And I was like, I don't particularly like parentheses in song. I have a pet peeve
Yeah.
about it. I don't like
Yeah.
parentheses in song titles unless it says remix or sped up or
Okay.
slowed down or something. But if it's like part of the song title, I don't like it.
Yeah. It's just annoys you just a little bit, huh?
Yeah, but I like this song though, Cardi. So shout out to you. Congratulations on the new song. I know it's doing pretty well. She just released the video as well
That
yesterday.
was the claps right there.
Oh yeah, the clap. Oh, we
Whenever
got
we
to
say
scroll all the way down.
congratulations, they're gonna
Let's check
clap.
out the clap with the cheering sound.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
we coming up. We coming up. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Heck
But
yeah.
we also got because there was some other stuff that happened with Cardi this week. Man, a lot of
I
little
forgot
things.
to mention, Cardi is actually number 10 right now on the TikTok Billboards top 50 for her freestyle. Like what? So that's pretty cool.
Oh, for the like what? Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of the like what, man, people are so mean. But anyway, you know her. That's my
What
doggy.
happened? Your dog
That
agrees.
freestyle. She has a freestyle for that one, and people were talking about how there's like 9 different writers on that freestyle song. So they're like trying to clown her for that. But I'm like, technically, the definition of a freestyle is not really off the dome. It's not like, just off the top of your head. It's really like if you I saw a video a while back where I think DMX and some other major
Oh,
rapper, they were talking about how freestyle, when they were coming up as artists, it was
oh,
just something basically where you wrote it down. You wrote it down and then you spit it back out. But it was like you
oh.
wrote it down like a fast turnaround. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Like
you just wrote
instant.
it down. Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like that's the truth. Just because more polished work, you go over it more than once. When it comes down to a freestyle, usually I know if I'm writing, I write it once, and then I go ahead and I let it out. You express it to
Right.
whomever or whatever. What makes it a freestyle, and I always say this, that art is not complete without an audience. So when it comes to freestyle, it's sort of the same thing. The audience is getting in on it after the first take. So that's what really makes it freestyle is the audience being able to take it in like right on the same toe as the artist is producing it.
That's an interesting way to put it. Is to include the audience in that because you're right, and I agree with that because people I mean, because like people are so big to be like, oh, but you wrote it down, type of thing. It's not a true freestyle. But I'm like, that's the first time you heard it.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
So what you complaining about? That's the first time you ever heard it.
And if I
So, but
never
yeah,
told you,
right.
yeah. Used to have a
Hmm.
thing in Disney World where it'd be like, "Don't reveal the magic," and it's
Yeah,
like that in all forms of art. I feel like there's a certain degree that you don't want the audience to lose the mysticism about. You want them to have a air of disbelief.
and that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Hmm.
We also have because when artists they release new music, they go on their promo runs. So like part of her promo run is doing different interviews and stuff like that, which is normal. But she actually did a interview that's going viral because she said that men and women, when they're in a relationship, they should split 50-50 on bills. So we have a clip from that interview. Let's check that out.
I feel like it's very controversial when like be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Cause he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do. You know
gotta
what I'm
work
saying?
together.
Like it's like a work together. But I just be feeling like sometimes people, like the internet, really be having people from like real reality. So it's like, all right. So your mom and dad used to work every single day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your mom and dad used to work every single day, so your mom could save her money and buy persons, and your dad just pay all the bills. That's not how it worked. It's either your mom was in the house cooking and cleaning every day, your dad was working, or they was both working to pay both the bills. Like y'all be acting like y'all don't know what it is like no more. Like come on.
And your mom money was your dad money, and your dad money was your mom money.
Like it was like.
It's all together.
Like it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not a feminist anymore because it's like sometimes it's like we living in the real world.
Right.
Y'all not living there.
Y'all be talking about my money is my money and his money is my money.
I mean, my money is my money, his money is my money. My money is my money. Like my money is my money and his money is his money. But it's like, but you know, like it's like we both spend money on each other and everything. And it's like if we want to go and everything, it's like all right, like if we're gonna buy a house, like let's go half and half. And
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first. You know, you the one out of us that's in a relationship, so you tell them. But I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, one thing I will say just off the top, because I had only heard the full interview one time before this, so listening to it a second time, there's one thing I didn't catch that I saw people talking about in the comments, and that was what she said, I'm not a feminist anymore, something like that.
Yeah.
But so people were talking about her in the comments saying, but isn't a feminist when you want to pay bills? So they were like, trying to flip that. So I did want to just mention that because I didn't catch that the first time I heard the interview.
Yeah, she said it real fast too.
Yeah, she said real fast. But well, I mean, I think that she had some really valid points.
Yeah, she really did.
I think that also, it's really hard in today's society anyway to be like, you can't. It's hard to be too set in one direction. So like, you can't be like. I mean, you can, but it's really hard to be like, oh, the man's supposed to pay 100% of the bills, but then because that's like the typical traditional, role.
Mm-hmm.
But then say, oh, but I want to do what I want when I want. Because back then, when it was like that, women couldn't do what they want when they want.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about it. I think it just depends on that relationship, what they negotiate.
Yeah, and that word right there, negotiation, I feel like doesn't get understood when we're creating romantic relationships with people and stuff. It's a negotiation, like it's a give and take. It's not just a take. And I feel like a lot of people have gotten that mentality of like take versus give and take. And as we become more equal in stature, that's supposed to become something that becomes easier because we're equal,
Yeah.
And I just feel like, I think that when artists like Cardi B make statements like what she did, she's helping set the record straight. But also at the same time, when they don't stand on business and stand 10 toes down on what they're saying, like she was saying his money is his money, or his money is her money and her money is her money, like that's taking a step forward and taking 2 steps backward right there when you put that statement out there, because it's supposed to be her money is his money and his money is her money. Like it's supposed to go back and forth, now we're equal, maybe I pay for the date, you pay for the light bill this time, something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she did kind of contradict herself there, but I also want to say, I think because she's married, so I think she's also coming from that perspective as well. Because I don't think what she's saying should apply necessarily to. Actually, what she's saying actually should apply more to dating than it should to married couples. Because when you're married, yeah, I mean, that's you have to get those roles because the man's going to expect the woman most likely to cook, clean, wash dish, like
Yeah,
do
what's the
laundry.
negotiation, right? What's the
Yeah.
negotiation? And I feel like
So,
that's something that people don't talk about. They don't talk about because not everybody's the same,
mm,
But I think we get into relationships with preconceived notions of what we want out of it or what we expect out of relationships without actually talking about it. And I know when I was in one, I was definitely very vocal about like, yo, let's talk about like what are we, like what
yeah,
are we and how are we? We not like everybody else, so maybe I do such and such and you do such and such,
right.
actually talk about it.
For sure. I mean, I think communication rules the nation, like somebody once said.
Yeah,
I don't know who said
nailed
it,
it. That
but
one guy.
who? What? Oh, yeah, that one
That
guy.
one guy.
Yeah. But she's also been trending because she made an announcement about her and Glorilla. We'll go ahead and watch this and then talk about that.
Well, this is Glorilla right here. She's related to Cardi B. This is her
For real.
No, you're not.
That's my cousin.
No,
That's my cousin.
Black people cousin or cousin. Like you know what I'm saying?
No, we're
Because you my
cousins.
cousin.
That's my cousin.
My grandfather, he used to I don't like to put my family business
Okay.
but he used to push weight and everything. And there was this one time that he lived in Tennessee and whatever. So he ain't really told my grandma that he was dealing with somebody over there. And then he had a kid out there, and that's Glorilla's dad and everything. So that's what made us related.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
Look, we be so surprised about these babies having been had out of wedlock, bro. Like, how many movies have we watched where people is having multiple baby mamas and baby daddies? This should not be as surprising as it looked on his face just now. He said, "Are
Yeah.
you serious?"
Well, I think he was not as surprised as the having a baby out of wedlock thing or cheating thing
Yeah,
as he was with the fact that they actually are related, like that, because they're really closely related. They're literally first cousins.
yeah, true.
So yeah, because her Cardi's grandfather is Glorilla's dad's dad. So
Yeah,
that's
uh,
wow.
yeah.
And I'm like, how long have they known this? Because Glorilla, she just signed. What was it? 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago. To CMG, and so sometimes I don't know. I don't know when they found out. I would have to research that, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, could it be that could be part of? I mean, no, not taking away from anything from Glorilla, but I wonder if that helped boost her success. You know what I mean? The fact that they're related and both of them are really popular celebrities. So
Well, I mean, if I could get a little esoteric just to back you up a little bit, 9 times out of 10, yeah. Like if you got that sort of, like DNA in your body, like that's gonna come through regardless. Like if you got the star gene, it's gonna come through regardless, like
yeah,
regardless of how many generations it skips or if you're a secret love baby, it's
yeah,
still gonna come out. Now I'm
yeah.
about to put my foot in my mouth. Okay, here I go. Put my foot in my mouth. Do they already have a song together, Cardi B and Glorilla?
Tomorrow too is the remix to Glorilla's Tomorrow song. Yeah,
Take my foot out my
it's
mouth.
real popular. Yeah,
No.
that was last summer vibes. But yeah,
Okay, bet. Make sure y'all go check that out, man. Don't be like me. Stay current. Stay hip.
I'm sure you heard it on radio or something, but you probably
Man,
just didn't realize it's both of them were in it because their voices are they kind of sound real similar when they're together.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, Tiana Taylor. She actually has been in the news because of what's she been in the news for? She's been in the news
What
because
did she do?
Leonardo DiCaprio. She has a movie
Oh,
coming up,
yeah.
and so there was a scene. Okay, there's two incidents right with him.
Mhm.
So the first one was like in the one of the movie scenes that they were filming. He hit her butt.
Oh,
So just from that, people are like, "Are they dating?"
uh,
But
kindergartners.
it was part of the movie
Kindergarten.
scene. Yeah, it was part of the movie scene. So, but a lot of people don't read headlines though. I mean, they don't read the articles; they read just the headline. So the
Yeah.
headline said something about Leonardo DiCaprio hits Tiana Taylor on the butt or something like
Mhm.
that. So,
Yeah.
so in the comments, everybody just going on and on about how they're dating, and I'm like, y'all didn't even read the darn article.
Dang.
Like, come on.
Told you the comments be bold.
Hmm.
They be so bold.
People
Jump into
forget
that
this stuff
shit.
is public. Like, y'all be saying some crazy stuff, but it's public. Like, it's that big globe on the top of the post that lets you know that anybody can see this, your employer or whoever, but they say anything. But okay, and
I
then the
love it.
second incident was they were at a party. I don't remember what party, but they were talking like it was real crowded. So they're real close talking, and like she was all in his ear. I think her hand was kind of over his shoulder. And so from that, he and then there was a moment where whoever was filming it, they were right in front of him, Leonardo DiCaprio. So like as she was like, over his shoulder, he was like looking at the camera, like straight at the camera. And so they were like, "Ooh, they're getting too close." Like,
Uh,
yeah, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But
uh,
they're not actually dating, y'all. So
no.
just FYI. At
Isn't
least
she in
not.
a relationship with somebody already?
Well, she's going through a divorce with Iman
Uh,
Shumpert right now, NBA player.
uh,
But yeah,
okay.
so
Well, she
that's
is on
what's.
the market then.
Yeah, I mean, and if they are dating, they're keeping it real low. But I really don't think it hasn't been confirmed. So don't speculate, everybody. Um,
What's
Drake,
Degrassi doing?
Degrassi. When I see him, I still think because I used to watch that show, so I
For
still
real?
I see him. And I'm like, this is so weird to me. Every time I see him,
Mhm.
it's an
Dreams are
awkwardness.
real, y'all. Go catch your dreams.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out Degrassi, by the way, so you can
Oh,
see
sure.
Drake before he became famous. But
Uh-huh.
he's been on tour, for his It's All a Blur tour. We actually have some tickets to that tour in our website, homebasepromo.com. Get some Drake tickets. But he was trending earlier this week because somebody said, and there's video of this. Let's see if we have a video. Okay. Drake had somebody dressed as a dog for his concert.
No way. I've been seeing these dog cosplays too, and that's
Uh-huh.
really legit. Like it looks like it's a human in there, but it looks like a dog. Like it ain't like they can get on all fours and all of that. So, do we got any footage of him?
We do. It's 14 seconds. Let's check it out now.
Doing things I taught you getting nasty for.
Yeah.
Looks like a real dog. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was just like like I thought it was a bear when I
Oh
first.
wow. Yeah. I don't know. Like I guess I'm into special effects and stuff, so it just didn't like it automatically registered to my mind that that was a cosplay. But it
Oh,
did
okay.
register as like a really authentic cosplay because he can get on all fours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And usually
Right.
that's where the jig is up as soon as they get on all fours.
Right.
But like you
And
said, it looks like a small little bear.
yeah, but of course, since he has that, the For All the Dogs album, it's definitely a dog. It's just that, appearance wise, to me, it looked more like a bear.
You said it looked more like a bear. That's a
Uh,
husky.
a husky.
Yeah, that's a husky all day.
Oh, a husky dog. You talking about what type of dog?
Yeah, that's a husky build for sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. I didn't even think about what type of dog it would be, but yeah.
Yeah, them suits are expensive too. Like they are expensive. There's a
I
guy
bet they are.
there's a guy in Asia that that's where I saw that first at, and uh it was an article talking about how he was just gonna be a dog now. And I was like, with a costume like that, go ahead, live your dreams, bro. Live your dreams.
Oh, I think I heard about that. That was
Way,
crazy too.
way
Wasn't he
back.
from another country?
Yeah, from like Asia. I don't know exactly what country or what province or whatever, but
Yeah,
from the continent of Asia. You know, Asians, man, they could be living their dreams. Love it.
that was weird. That whole story. But yeah, I remember that now. But
We got lizard people out there. We got dog people out there, and we got Sexy Red. What is Sexy Red up to?
Sexy Red, she's gonna be joining Drake on his tour, and she just released her new single called "Get It Sexy." I saw a man post like I didn't even know the song had came out yet
Get
because I
it?
know she had teased the song before it came out on her socials, but the first person I saw post about the song was a man. I was like,
What?
yeah, he put out he was like so happy, excited about it. He was like, Sexy Red released her single, like with all these exclamation points. I was like, what single? I'm thinking that she had a feature on it. Then I go look at it and I'm like, oh, it's just her on it. Like, why were you so happy?
Yeah, right. Was he happy, or like happy?
Oh no, happy, happy. This was like 4 exclamation points.
Oh
I was
wow.
like, okay, you must love Sexy Red. That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, but is this like one of our interns? I ain't even gonna go into all that. Never mind. But that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm
So
glad she's getting a strong male audience. That's good. Super
yeah,
good.
she's gonna be joining him on a tour. I didn't check. Ooh, I didn't confirm, should I say? Because I read it, but I didn't confirm
Mm-hmm.
which city she's gonna be performing with him at. Because the one in San Antonio, she was not on that one. I don't believe it was Central C. Was and Little Dirk. Little Dirk made an appearance. We actually have some clips
Okay.
because we had some coverage out there last night for that one. We'll
Nice.
post that to the page.
Okay.
And
Uh,
Tyler,
oh, I love her.
um, yeah, she's really cool. And unfortunately, she had to cancel her tour
Yeah,
because
her
because of her illness. I mean injury, not illness.
injury. Yeah,
Yeah, we don't know what the injury was exactly, but
it
she's
was enough.
definitely she's been in pain over it and is recovering. So we wish her the best. She did post an open letter to her fans earlier this week. I was like, I'm gonna read the whole letter, but then I was like, nah, we have too much to cover to be reading the whole letter to everybody.
Well, read some of it at least.
Some of it.
Read some of it,
Okay, let's read some of
like
it.
a paragraph or something.
We can read the part about the what you call it.
What is it? 5-page dissertation.
Um,
I'm not sure.
I'm pulling it up now. Let's see. Okay, so what she said to her fans. Well, I feel like I gotta read the whole thing for every part of it because then okay, I'm gonna get to I'm gonna get to the punch of the open letter.
Okay.
And I love how she calls her fans tigers, Tygers. Love that.
Oh, that's
I'm in
dope.
her tiger broadcast channel. I'm like, I feel like I'm a tiger. I want one of those shirts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, we gotta get for them shirts then.
Yeah.
Represent.
Okay. So the third paragraph of her open letter, she's saying, I am absolutely heartbroken to have to say this, but as of right now, I won't be able to proceed with the tour. And consulting with medical professionals, it's become increasingly clear that continuing any festival or tour dates would jeopardize my long-term health and safety. Words cannot describe my frustration at this pivotal point in my career, so please know that my team and I are working diligently on a spectacular show for you as soon as I am recovered and ready to return safely on stage this summer. So, yeah.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I feel like she, after all that water and water pouring down her back and shaking her butt. I feel like she needs a break. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah, right.
she was going hard, like hard,
Yeah, for
hard.
real though. For real though. Yeah, your
And I
body
hope her
will.
injury ain't no like back sprain. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Like I really
uh,
hope.
really, the body will tell you to slow down as a performer. That's why I
Yeah,
was saying earlier about how the audience is such a detrimental part to the conclusion of being an entertainer. Like
yeah,
you can't be an entertainer without having someone to entertain, you know? And the fact that she's taking time out to address her fans and let them know like how she's feeling and that she wants to return, that's speaking to that notion that, you know, the masterpiece is not complete without the audience, you know? And we be going hard for our audiences, you know? All of us. Anybody who
yeah,
entertains, we're all like we want to make sure you're happy, whoever you are out there watching, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, I sustained a injury last week because I was going hard for South by Southwest. I was
Oh,
going back
really?
to back. I would go train, and this is often how entertainers are doing. Like people like Tyler, people like Drake, people like Beyonce, people like Missy Elliott. They'll train in the beginning of the day, and then like their days are full of like 16 hours of motion of moving their bodies around, you know,
Yeah.
and
It's a lots of
yeah,
training.
and the body will it won't give up on you, but it needs its rest. It needs its rest. You know, you got to give it a chance to heal. And
For
with
sure.
the pressure that they're under to do tours and stuff, to be on certain tour dates at certain times and be punctual, sometimes you can't give your body what it's asking for right away, and that'll build up.
Yeah.
So I really
Really
hope she recovers fast.
insane. And I hope you recovered from your injury as well.
Oh yeah, I took a seat. I won't say I
Yeah.
took the week off, but I took a seat. I still kept training, but I took a seat.
Yeah. Definitely get that much needed rest for sure.
Absolutely.
Um,
Uh oh.
Northwest just announced that she's going to be releasing an elementary school dropout album.
Not the elementary school dropout. What?
Yeah. She skipped junior high school, aka
Right?
middle school. She was like, nah, I'm going to drop out at elementary.
Stop. Let's stop right now.
Right.
Oh
But
man.
she's definitely following her dad's footsteps right now. And
Mm,
I saw there was an article where they put their picture side by side because she had said something about how she feels like she's her dad's twin or something. I'm not sure if that was
mm.
the exact phrasing, but basically, she's like, that's me. So, congratulations to Northwest on her success at such a young age. I saw an interview she just did. Yeah, I need to keep those claps close.
Yeah, you gotta keep clap them.
But, yeah, here we go. There you go. It's for Northwest, and she's been doing her thing for sure. Another one that I want to talk about because this is a rumor, and we're gonna stop that rumor right now, y'all.
Hold on,
We're going crazy with these rumors, but this one is about Free from 106 in Park and Jay Z.
man.
So there's like some blog pages that have been talking about they had a baby back in the day. They're like,
Word.
it was just they basically just posted a pic. It wasn't. I don't think it was this picture, but they posted a picture of them, and they're like, "So y'all gonna forget about that Free and Jay Z had a baby,
Mm,
but they never had a baby, y'all. It's fake.
mm.
Fake news.
Word.
Yeah,
Uh. So it's all just is a bunch of hoopla.
yeah, just made up, probably to
Mm.
get some views and shares and stuff.
Shit.
But it's not cool to be playing with people's lives like that,
Look, water under the bridge. Tyler had to come back up on us.
right? I mean,
What's
because
up, though?
there's so much stuff to report on. Busta Rhymes, he's been in the news because his tour also got canceled.
Word.
Yeah, I was real surprised about that one. That one's for his blockbuster album that just got released. I
Okay.
was like, man, because I was gonna look for a city where I might be able to see him, but
Yeah.
his was canceled as well. There's
Dang.
no dates that have been announced for when he's gonna try to, you know,
do it again.
yeah. That
Well,
was sad to see.
we hate to see you go, but we hope to see you come back.
Yeah. And Pharaoh, he was recently performing. Oh, let me get this. Let me get the country right. Saudi Arabia. He was performing in Saudi Arabia. Something happened, and people, the fans, they start throwing wristbands at him, and so he stopped his concert in the middle of the concert. Yeah.
What? First of all, hashtag free Palestine. Second of all, what?
It was crazy. And
Throwing
let
a
me
wristband?
see.
What did he do? Like, this is the guy that made the song Happy. Like, what could he possibly have done to upset? You know they sensitive over there, though. They real sensitive, Papa. So I don't know.
Um. Oh, I see.
What you see?
So
Show us the
this is
crystal.
from Hip Hop DX. They reported that. Let's see. Okay, okay.
Yeah, with a song like Happy,
He
how?
issued a statement warning as fans started to light up wristbands at the stage. He said, I know you guys are excited and I know you're wanting to throw your wrist gadgets and lights and all that, but you can't as the girls are dancing. And me, I love women. How about you? We must protect our women, so if you want to throw them lights, you have to throw them the other way, not at the stage. Who understands what I'm saying? Let's take those stupid wristbands and throw them in the air right now when I count to three.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, when the people in attendance did not comply, he walked off the stage.
He tried to.
Okay, so that's what happened.
He tried to MC it. He tried to move the crowd in the right direction. It didn't seem to take though.
Yeah.
Hard to do sometimes with all that when that energy's up there that high, you know. And if people don't listen,
Okay.
the best thing you can do is get yourself out the way.
Yeah. So it looks like they weren't actually throwing them at him. They were just not
Throwing.
following directions. They were throwing them towards the stage, which was inadvertently hitting ladies and other people.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dance.
so that's what it was.
And when you're dancing and someone like knocks that focus out of you, like it messes the show up, you know? Messes the whole show up. You just
Yeah.
snap back into it, but still, like, come on, like people pay good money to be here. Y'all act like adults. What's wrong with y'all?
True. They're probably just excited to, you know. And then think about it. Okay, I'm trying to think because he's in Saudi Arabia. So was there an interpreter telling them what he was saying, or was he speaking in Saudi Arabian? Because what if they didn't understand what he was saying, and that's why they didn't follow the directions?
Ah,
I don't know. I just thought with that. I was like, wait a minute.
been lost in translation.
Yeah, it really could have been. But in any case, he was like, nah, I'm out of here. So
Right, for real though, like, because you don't want to. First of all, if they get injured, who's gonna get sued? Him.
true. Yeah. Didn't think about that aspect of it. Yeah, for sure. But Chris Brown, he's mad in general at mainstream media, which he's been for years. But he actually took out on it, well, this week in his Instagram stories. And one of his stories, there were a couple of them, but one of them had said, I don't want to be accepted from none of the mainstream media and fake celebrities. I am king in my own lane. Your fave ain't got shit on me, and they know it.
Mm. Mm.
There was an incident where he was going to be participating in the because NBA All Star Game just passed, and he had got offered the opportunity to be in the All Star Celebrity Game, but then they took that offer back. So so he was feeling like they basically had told him something about like there were some sponsors that had concerns about him participating in the game, and that's why they withdrew the offer. And
Wow.
so he's been upset about that. And that was like last month. That's almost a whole month from today. And so he's been mad about that. But then he was mad at Ruffles, like Ruffles potato chips in particular, because he felt like they were one of the sponsors that made that happen.
What?
Yeah.
Not the Ruffles.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of like Ruffles.
Right? Now I'm gonna have a fucking weird taste when I eat Ruffles. Like Chris Brown. If you're trying to give
Yeah.
me Chris Brown, that ain't cool. Rap Snacks wouldn't have did that.
Right. So, yeah, anyway.
Let's
But
talk
then
about.
he posted another one though.
Okay.
Like a day or two later, he posted another one in his story that said, there will never be another Chris Brown. Don't wait until I'm going to realize that."
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I mean that's facts though,
Hallelujah.
because he all he does is bring pressure at his concerts. I went to the one he had in Austin some years ago, and that was, oh my gosh, that was
Yeah.
crazy. My phone died, and I didn't get footage, but I was so happy just to be there. Like we were right there too. I was like, yes.
Mm. Yep. Where does he get his energy from? Like I said, the entertainers that be entertaining
Well,
people just have no clue what they go to bring you the best. What they go through to
that's a
bring
whole
you
nother
the
story right
best.
there. He
So
keeps saying he's an alien, so.
that's what it feels like sometimes. It feels like you from another planet because it's like,
And and I saw him do that one dance where he like, I guess it's not called the windmill, but he does like his hands in a windmill type motion,
where,
but it was going real fast.
yeah,
Like, how you do that?
telling you, man.
And I'm like, I bet he does that every concert. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I don't even know. I kind of do. Man, he said he's an alien several times. So I went like, come on, everybody, y'all need to listen to him. He's telling us, and
Telling us
everybody
the
talking about the
truth.
aliens coming. So
We've already got one here.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that is like, I don't know, but yeah, he definitely deserves his props. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
the incident happened years ago, but they were really young. He's apologized. He's definitely, I feel,
Stepped up.
yeah. Beyonce, I didn't change the slide itself because it's still Women's History Month, so we're gonna still celebrate her in this manner. But Beyonce just announced her album title for her new country album, so
Okay.
that's what the slide's really about, and it's called Act Two, Carter.
Cowboy Carter. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the folks are loving Texas Hold'em on TikTok and on
Oh yeah.
YouTube. They are loving Texas Hold'em. They got a little dance to it. I've been trying to learn it. So expect to see that on my channels. Make sure y'all go and follow your boy Grandmaster Bass Monster on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. But Texas
Yes.
Hold'em has got his own little dance. I was like, she is killing us with that, giving us life.
Yeah. So, are people still doing their own dances, or has there been one that's kind of like more popular than others that you've noticed on TikTok?
Yeah, I think it's one that's more popular than others. At least it's a few steps that are going because I think that's usually how it ends up being. Is there's a few steps that unless somebody completely slays it, and then everybody's like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, we copying that." But I think it's
Yeah.
like a few moves are shared amongst.
Okay.
But I gotta look again. I gotta give it some more research. Cause I only watched a couple of videos and then I tried to do it myself and I was like, I don't remember what I saw. Like it was
Yeah.
so simple, but I don't remember what I saw. But we
Okay.
back in the headlines. What's going on?
Oh yeah, she's back in the headlines because, well, there are two things. The first one I wasn't gonna mention, but now since we're talking about it, I'll mention it real quick because, well, I'm not gonna mention that. Sorry, I won't mention that one. Let's just talk about the good one because the other one
Okay.
wasn't. I don't even know what it was about anyway. So why would I speculate? So the main one that happened was her and YG. They were performing the other night, and he told her he loves her on stage.
What? Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
and
Now
she was
here goes
like,
my foot
"Say
in my
it
mouth.
louder.
Here
Say it
goes my
louder."
foot. Oh, okay. Never mind. I ain't gotta put my foot in my mouth. I get it. I get it. That's
Yeah.
adorable. Good for
She
them.
made him repeat it, and he repeated it. She was like walking with her back towards him, like she was going, off the stage, and he was like following her, and she was like,
Uh,
"Say it louder." And then finally, she turns towards him and she says, "I love you too, baby." So that was
Cutest
sweet.
Sounds for Water by Tyler.
Yeah.
Cutest Sounds.
So I mean, I really always like when I see couples reunite and get back together because
Yeah.
it's about love. It's not about war.
Not about war.
Yeah.
This is
SZA,
a
she
side.
is. She just released a new song. It was on her Instagram where she released it. I don't see it actually in the streaming platforms yet, But she was saying that the caption on it was "Don't fight over Community D," and then yeah, she's in a tent on the video in underwear, and she's but people it's trending because of the title.
Okay, yeah, especially with a title like that, you know, people tuning in.
Yeah, so it's I want to say about 30-second to 40-second clip. So I'm thinking that song is gonna be her next release.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
I do like how cause she just like boom, it was just out there. There's like the no pre nothing.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Oh yeah, we have a clip of this one. You're gonna like this one.
What's Burna Boy doing?
Burna Boy is throwing his pricely jackets off the stage at concerts.
What?
And his stylists don't like it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so his stylist, he was on March 9th, he was at a concert in Atlanta performing, and he took off his jacket and he was like about to throw it off the stage, and his stylist comes from the back and tries to grab it from him. But we have the clip. So
I gotta see this.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Still throws it. Yo, my man was holding on to that jacket for life, bro.
That was crazy.
You know they had to talk about that afterwards.
I thought that was like staged or something at first, but that was real. And where this was confirmed, it was not confirmed in America, everybody, because y'all be going crazy over here in America with this. He's, from Nigeria. I actually found a African source that was valid called Fashion Ghana, and they confirmed that is actually what happened. That the stylist did not want him to throw that jacket off the stage.
Hey, what they doing right there, man? Stop.
I think that's Jamaica, but
yeah, I'm working on my Nigerian accent. Starts with eh.
Yeah, so that's what happened with that. And then we got Nicki Minaj's sister back in the news because she just released a song with another artist. But everybody's talking about the wig she was wearing in this video because it's on the video. I don't know why she wore this wig, but I'm not going to talk about the wig. Let's talk about the song. The song is what's the name of the song? Oh. Scrolling through the notes here, people. Okay, the name of the song is called "Do It Again."
Do it again.
Yeah, and it's by an artist, Rakeem Love. Let's put this in the comments for everybody. It's a decent song. I just don't know because, like in the articles, because Nicki Minaj, she's had pink hair before, so like most of the articles are showing a picture of them side by side with the pink hair, and they were like, "Nicki, why you let your sister wear this wig?" So,
oh Lord,
people crazy.
Comments to the rescue.
Yeah, comments to the rescue. But shout out to her. She's trying to come out as an artist. She only has one song published under her own name right now on the streaming platforms. And she's in this song right here, I did listen to it. She's more doing some singing.
Okay.
Kind of singing in it, singing/rapping in it. But Rakeem Love is the artist though. If y'all want to check that out. And the big one for today, the TikTok ban.
Oh wow.
I have the deets on this one. Do you have the deets? I know about it.
I got a few, but before we get into that, can I just run through the last few of my headlines here?
Oh yeah.
It'll segue right into it because it's about the top 50 for TikTok, the TikTok Billboard. We got Carnival #1 at the top of the Billboard for 2 weeks straight now with Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign, which I totally listened to that. Dope track.
Carnival, right?
Yeah, Carnival. Yeah, I love the way it starts. I can't recite it, but I love the way it starts. It has a lot of energy at the beginning. Then we got 21 Savage at #8 with Red Rum. And it goes right now, that is trending on all platforms, goes well with any video. We got Beautiful Things at #7 Benson Boone is making a comeback with that one. Then we got Boss Man by D-Lo at number 10. And then NSYNC reunited at the Wiltern with Bye 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 with Justin Lake leading the show as they debuted their new song Paradise. And last but not least, we got Lil Nas X and Skywater collabing on his new album. They're known for Hello Industry Baby, and Old Town Road, which now that I'm reading that doesn't sound right. But with that being said, all of this is made possible. You know, the top 50 Billboard on TikTok is made possible by TikTok. So like it being banned is a whole ordeal, you know.
Yeah. Thank you for providing details on that because yeah, there are a lot of U.S. artists on the chart right now, and
Mm.
that chart was recently created. I believe it was in 2022, and they created that chart,
Okay.
and so it's really new, and it's going to
Mm.
impact U.S. artists a lot. Um,
Yeah.
I will say because you know this week it was cleared in Congress on
Mm-hmm.
the House. So the House passed the bill. They passed the bill, and basically, what the bill says is that okay, there's a security concern, which is valid because the tech
Mm-hmm.
owned by ByteDance, which is a Chinese company in China, they have like a stronghold over all of their companies there, and so
Yeah.
like China's going to be using that leverage to spy on American citizens.
Yeah, and that's the quote unquote conspiracy that their American government is afraid that the that TikTok will be used to influence our political elections and stuff. Which if you ask me, that's why the government cares. The government could. I'm not gonna say they could care less, but majority they care because they don't want someone else being able to influence our young minds and stuff.
Yeah,
And it's funny that TikTok, the way they decided to deal with it is by uh, releasing a video to all of their users, all 170 million users, that for them to basically like speak up and speak out. And I'm like, that's influencing right there, y'all kind of like doing exactly what they're afraid you're gonna do, you know.
yeah,
Like, but I
that's
don't know.
true.
What do you think? What do you think? You think the government has got a dog in the fight, or you think we're gonna see another drawn out battle over another year? Or what?
Oh, it's definitely going to be a battle, and the reason is because of the details that are in the ban. What's like the details of it is that okay, so if it because once it passes through the House, it has to go through the
Yeah,
Senate. So the Senate has to approve it, but right now, like what I'm reading, there's already going to be issues with the details of that because the Senate is, in general, they're not liking all of the details that the House put in the bill because it like cites specific company names and stuff like that. The Senate wants to have it more generalized because they feel like it might be some legal impacts to
yeah,
having company names in there. And so just from that, it's going to be a little bit of back and forth as they try to negotiate that part.
yeah.
But
Banning TikTok would be hard to do, just because so many people use it already, and I mean, there's already people trying to buy it as well, but I think the way that the bill is written now, for them to just divest in it rather than
right,
completely shut it out, I think that's probably the best route, you know. But
right, that's what they're wanting TikTok to sell like
yeah,
a big portion to American-owned companies. And that that had already been attempted in the past. There were some companies that were interested in TikTok at that time, but I don't know if they're still going to be interested.
Yeah.
But I think that another thing it was saying was that if it does pass through the Senate, and then if Biden signs the bill, that what's going to happen in this, like for the app stores, is that the app stores have to remove TikTok
Yeah.
application, but users are still going to have it on their phones. And I saw somebody saying, well, they can't make me uninstall it, which is true.
Yeah.
So what happens there is that what can't happen is that because it's not going to be in the stores anymore, they can't update the app. So,
Yeah.
they do all kinds of updates all the time. So that's how they're going to actually
Weed
phase
it out.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll still be able to use it using a
Hmm.
VPN, but that's an extra step that I don't think many people are gonna want to even have to deal with is going through a VPN. I know I'm not I'm one of those people. I'm not finna do all of that. Like if y'all decide to get rid of TikTok, one, that's ridiculous. Two, really it all just sounds like a big, if I could just put my conspiracy hat on real quick, it sounds like a big it sounds like a big but small sort of play towards creating a one world government. Because if we all had the same politics, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Because my president would be
True.
your president, and I feel like that's what America's main idea is with, like, because when they tried to do it with Trump back then, Trump was on the side of it because he wanted to stay in office again, like he didn't want to get put out of office. And if anybody was going to try to put him out at that time, it would have been. That's why you got to really pay attention because Trump's a
Well, he actually was
businessman.
against it back then, but he's
Yeah,
for it now. But I don't want to talk
yeah,
about
he's for it now.
the
Yeah,
candidates because we don't want to get into candidates or trying to influence people like that.
I
But
mean, but that's hip hop though, sis. That's what is that?
uh,
OPP. That's that's, man, the names are escaping me right now. I can't believe this, but I was just thinking about this like the other day. I was like, dang, like this is the type of stuff that hashtag Free Palestine is coming up in my head again. But this is the type of stuff that hip hop sort of like is supposed to talk about. Like we supposed to be like able to be like, like this is what's going on in the world. This is how the people really feel versus what's being told to us.
yeah. But I
Like
mean, also,
I
you got to
heard
also
that
remember there's been
yeah,
two huge outages. So we don't, they never fully disclose where those outages are coming from. And so we got to keep all of that in mind. So the national security issue thing, that's real. It's not,
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
all about
you're
no
right.
elections. It's definitely a
Yeah,
real issue.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
can't
I
ignore
was
that.
thinking that as well. I was like, like it does. The arguments that TikTok was kind of throwing out there about how like they're based in LA, they're based in Singapore, which is technically not a mainline, not a part of the mainland of China, but that's a weak argument because it's still Chinese. But like I said, like if we was all under one world government, we wouldn't have these sort of problems, to deal with. And it's sort of kind of like they're, urging that sort of system along. But like you said, though, we don't want to get too deep into the politics of it. But we do want to talk about it. We want to have that
Yeah,
conversation.
we just want to let y'all know because, like, the main reason I wanted to talk about it today, though, is because people are actually posting that it's banned, and that's not the
But it's
case.
not.
It's not
No,
banned. Yeah, it's
no.
they're trying to ban it, but even then, if it passes through everything, it's still not fully banned because you still can use it. It's just not going to be able to be updated, which will eventually phase it out to where you can't use it anymore. So,
Yeah, yeah,
oh, the other part is that U.S. Web hosting cannot host it either. They cannot host the website. So you know how like right now sites have it embedded. Like you can embed the what's the TikTok thing called? The TikToks. they can embed the TikToks in their websites. They won't be able to do that no more either. So
all the hyperlinks, yeah.
yeah, things like that. Won't be able to do that. Can't share the links on any of these sites anymore. So
Yeah, it is an infringement on our free speech, which is why I appreciate how slow the process is going. You know, uh, the the act is supposed to be something called the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversaries Controlled Applications Act, and the first part of that is protecting Americans. Well, the first part of protecting Americans is protecting our free speech. I mean, this is a country built on that. So if you got a app that you're having problems with for political issues and you're trying to silence that, that kind of like steps on those toes of, you know, our free speakers out there in the world, you know. And you know, China already does that to their people, where they kind of
well, I mean, you could argue this is not. We got to remember this is a foreign application. This is not a U.S. application. So
yeah,
I feel like it doesn't apply as much. Like they're
all the freedom of speech.
allowing us to have access to it with it being over there. That's a communist country. Like, you know what I mean? And the fact that they're allowing us to have access to it, that's been a big thing right there. I can't really say, I could see if it was a U.S. owned application, but it's not.
And
It's
that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it a U.S. owned application so that
right.
we U.S. citizens can continue to use it, which I think is a smart way of going about it, just because of the data. That data is so valuable. Like, you know,
And money.
it's gonna.
It'll bring more money to our country as well.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
look at all the advertisers that are paying, and who's getting the money. I mean, a lot of our advertisers are getting the money, but it's not owned by us. So they want to help bring money back to our country as well.
Exactly.
So I'm actually for what they're trying to do. I don't like that it's termed ban
Yeah.
because it's making
Well,
people think the worst.
yeah. The ban is a ultimatum. Like they don't want.
Yeah.
They understand that banning it would be the tougher of the two sides of the coin. You know, better for them to the divestment in it. That's a smarter route to go. You know, have them sell it to somebody. Now, the only thing about once it's sold to someone is it still going to be TikTok? Like, yeah, you can name it TikTok, but is China not having it going to like
Yeah. Well, correction, they're
affect,
ByteDance because it's ByteDance that owns it.
right? Is
So
ByteDance not having it going to make it less of what it is? Or like, is we just gonna end up? Basically, what I'm saying is, are we gonna end up with another Facebook, another Instagram, another? Because even though each one of those platforms have done their best to replicate what TikTok has done with like short form content, is they still haven't been able to completely steal the secret sauce. Nobody's got the secret recipe just yet. So I guess that's really
yeah, what I will say, some favorable aspects about TikTok that I like that a lot of the other platforms do not have is that they have constant and various different forms of monetization that's not controlled by an algorithm. They have as far as like when you go live, people can buy, and this part right here is where Twitch has adopted that, where you can buy the gifts and things when people go live. I know that some creators, I heard talk about that being more of a thing for, well, Instagram has that, for the large following pages, where people can buy, gift packages and stuff like that. But I like that about it. And then there are some other like they have a lot of hidden monetization within TikTok. It's
yeah.
like, wow, a lot of people still don't know about it. But one of them, are you aware of the one about just the branding? Like when you're storytelling, you like selling subscriptions for the storytelling and stuff. Yeah.
Well, I was aware of subscriptions, yeah, but I think
Yeah.
that's another part of the secret sauce is what you were just touching on. about the different ways for the user to actually create revenue off of this app. And I feel
Yeah.
like that is what TikTok is doing that Instagram and YouTube were doing at the beginning of their careers, of like the birth of the app. That TikTok is like the most used, like has the most users on it at 170 million users. It's got the most users on it, but it's still manifesting new 15 minutes of fame for people. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Yeah,
are
a lot
still
of
getting a chance to blow up
yeah. The
versus
algorithm is it's more. No, I mean I've seen on the opposite side of that. I have seen like a lot of people complain about their algorithm too. Like like they can't get past the
200.
5,000, 10,000
Yeah.
follower mark.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but
it's not perfect. Not perfect by a long shot, but it's not perfect by a long shot, and at the same time it is a fertile ground for people getting their shot. And
right,
it's still going to be fertile ground for people getting their shot when it's sold to Snapchat, or it's sold to Meta, or it's sold to YouTube, which I
yeah,
think all of those, the one that would stand to benefit the most and like give it a bounce back in its career is YouTube. If YouTube was to somehow acquire TikTok,
yeah. I agree.
I think that would be a merger that would just like, man, that would flip the world on its head. Because
Yeah, that would be
YouTube is
nice.
where everybody started.
Yeah, definitely not Meta. They have too many products already. They got WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. I don't think Meta would be a big contender just from those things, but definitely YouTube. I think they would be a major contender if they were interested in it. Um,
Yep,
but yeah,
if they buy the software from Snapchat, because Snapchat is also going under. No offense, Snapchat, but it's going under. And they got the software from both TikTok and Snapchat, and were able to keep the brand name TikTok. YouTube could potentially, not that they fell off, but YouTube is like the grandfather of all the apps. If we,
yeah, they have some cool monetization over there too. That they just they have a lot of new ones over there that I think people are liking. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Just following the story though, for sure.
for real. Yeah, I was watching a meme. I saw a meme the other day of someone reacting to the news stories coming out, and they were like, "I just got on here." I was like, "That's how I feel." Like, let me get famous first before y'all start banning stuff and stuff like that. Like, dang,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
because you got
started
the
my
names like Ice
career.
Spice that got famous from TikTok, and there's a lot of people actually. So
Yeah.
yeah, because they do. I will say, as far as because you're talking about recipes earlier, I think there is this one specific recipe that they do have that's easy to break, fairly easy, not like easy, but fairly easy to break as far as people trying to go viral at least.
Mm-hmm.
Is you look at because how they have that one page. Is it the for you? No, it's not the for you.
The
Whatever
follow.
that one page is on the main search page. I don't know what it's called, but
That's it. For you page. You right.
the
I'm
search page.
or the
Okay.
follow.
Oh, because I thought the for
Yeah.
you page was that one where you could scroll and it just shows you different TikToks.
Oh, you mean the magnifying glass?
Well, yeah, the search
Okay.
page
Yeah.
that has like it'll show like top trending videos over there, and
Yeah.
they were like I've seen a few creators talking about how if you just copy those hashtags
Uh,
and the sound, then you're pretty much automatically in that algorithm to go viral or at least get a lot of views just
uh,
from that, like copying their hashtags and
uh,
the sound.
uh.
And I've seen a few, quite a few of them say that. So I haven't tried it myself yet, but
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna try it before it
first
gets
time I
shady.
heard that one. Let me
Oh,
go
it
ahead.
is?
Oh, yeah, that's the first. If I heard it before, I didn't hear it that way, and it just now
Oh,
clicked.
okay.
You know.
Yeah. Because there's a reason they're showing up on that main page, on that main search page. So yeah, they said look at those videos and whatever hashtags you're using, copy those exact ones, put it on yours with that same sound
Yeah.
or the same topic. You know, if it's a song, then of course the same sound. But yeah, that's
Yeah, a lot of
that's
people,
one of those tricks.
yeah, a lot of people think it's not going to be that easy for engineers to get the source code and then reverse engineer that algorithm. But I think it's going to be
Oh,
easier.
will be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, after understanding how much of a competitor TikTok was, immediately copied the entire layout of TikTok with, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. That's a complete, total copy of it, except that when I'm on TikTok and my favoring of what videos I'm favoring at that moment change, TikTok will figure it out in less than like 3 videos, and it'll start suggesting new content for me based on what I've been paying attention to. And I
Yeah.
know on the other apps, it's not as quick to guess. It takes a lot longer, like a half an hour, like a
Ooh, longer than that for me. Days, weeks.
for real.
Yeah, Facebook at least. Yeah.
Word.
Facebook has gotten
Wild.
better, but it takes a lot longer.
That's wild. That's very fascinating. Just how
I
that
wouldn't
all
say weeks, maybe days.
that's just fascinating how that all works. Like you would think it would be just the same, you know, across the board, but that small difference is what makes a difference in how many, like, what app are you going to open when you don't want to think, for lack of a better phrase. When you don't want to think, you pop TikTok open, you can just, and you're in there, they got you.
Yeah.
3 videos. I done been on TikTok. I go in there to post something, and then I see something interesting, and I done swiped up 17 times, and I forgot what I came on there to post.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah,
But
I haven't been on there in a minute actually, like a couple weeks. But yeah,
they
definitely
already,
gonna be getting on
they
there more before they do what they're gonna try to do, just to talk about that on there. But
already
yeah,
did.
y'all,
Yeah.
we wanted to just touch base today about that ban. Supposed, I always put it in quotes because it's not really a ban, but eventually,
Like you can't
because
even. Yeah, you
one
can't.
thing we didn't mention is I wanted to tell people about the timeline because, like, even if a U.S. company does buy it, ByteDance, they have 180 days. After it gets fully approved, they have 180 days to decide. So that's a good amount of time. That's still
Yeah,
6 months before
yeah.
anything would happen. So
I saw a lot of content
that's
creators
6 months, yeah.
commenting about how it was actually like losing the American market was gonna impact their business.
It will.
It'll affect Americans for sure, but just to witness the impact that it's going to have on people outside of America because we're not in the game no more is like,
Right.
oh, Beijing, what do you think? Do you really think you can do without us? Like, think about that before
And
y'all.
yeah. And then UMG, they already pulled their artist music.
True, yeah.
So I mean, it's slowly been happening anyway. I know my dog. My dog, she's trying to be sneaky. Hold on a second. Sorry. He was trying to be sneaky, going into a room where he know he's not allowed. But anyway,
Uh,
you should have saw he's like I never saw him do that, like stuff like that. He's been really sneaky. Because he knows I'm right here. And the door's
yeah.
like right there in front of me. So but
Uh,
anyway.
Animals, man, you gotta love them.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. If y'all have any comments or any opinions y'all want to, tell us about, make sure you drop them in the comments and we will address them on our next show.
Any conspiracies? If y'all think the aliens is up to this, let us know. I think
Yeah.
it's the aliens, bro.
We'll start a spin-off show just to talk about that for y'all. But yeah. Make sure if you have music to submit for Home Base Radio that you do send it in at homebasepromo@gmail.com. And we got you covered there. And check out Freestyle Fridays every Friday, and us, of course, on Saturdays.
Yes, check it out.
All right. We all have a good one and have a blessed weekend. Peace.